In summary, the investigation has found that the tender bidding process followed was in contravention of the Public Finance Management Act. The process of appointing Digital Vibes was irregular. Irregularity findings range from inconsistencies in the bid committees to lack of disclosure of conflict of interest. Secondly, the investigators have found that an amount of some 37 million paid to Digital Vibes constitute fruitless and wasteful expenditure. That in respect of COVID-19 related communications work that was performed by Digital Vibes, the investigator noted that the service provider received requests for work from Department of Health prior to the contract being expanded to include COVID-19 communication. These requests resulted in a financial commitment of some 35 million that the Department of Health ended up paying after the expansion was approved. Investigators therefore concluded that any amount which was paid to Digital Vibes for any work done in relation to COVID-19 communication prior to the approval of the expansion to include COVID-19 work was irregular, as the expenditure was incurred in contravention of Treasury regulations. The investigators therefore concluded that the appointment of Digital Vibes was irregular, and as a result, a total of 150 million that was paid to Digital Vibes by Department of Health during the period of 29 January 2020 to February 2021 was therefore irregular expenditure and should therefore be recorded in accordance with the stipulations of PFMA. I can confirm that the Director General has formally reported to the National Treasury as required. I can also confirm that the process of consequence management, that is taking disciplinary action against all implicated individuals, is also underway. Finally, I can also confirm that the legal processes to recover the funds that we believe the department should not have paid has also commenced. As I've already stated above, the details of this process will be disclosed at a later date in order to protect the integrity of these critical actions.
If the minister can just confirm or just say if the minister in any way, shape or form benefited from the proceeds of this contract. So this is just one that has frequently come up, Minister, before we come to some of the other questions.
Thank you very much. Let me categorically state that I have not personally benefited from this contract. Thank you.
There have been calls for the minister to step aside until the SIU has finalized this investigation. Can the minister respond to that?
We have responded to the question before. The SIU investigation is ongoing, and we have cooperated with the entire investigation. I actually wrote and welcomed the SIU investigation and offered my support immediately, and also ensured that all the members of the department, that are needed by the SIU are invited, that they are available so that the investigation can proceed without any hindrance. We have in this process also made sure that there is no hindrance whatsoever to the investigation. So there's not been a need for us to consider stepping aside, but also we had been doing this investigation earlier than the SIU, and we believe that if there's any concern, because the investigation of the SIU instituted by the president would have been informed if there's any obstruction that is associated with the department. Thank you very much.